Okay, so today I'm gonna show you something super top secret that I wanted to share with my viewers, and it's all about my reptile room. Now, no, I'm not getting a new reptile because I just got Cookie and I want to learn everything I can learn about Cookie so I can teach you, my viewers out there, all about her. But I do want to change up my reptile room a little bit. The first thing I want to change about my reptile room is that I want to change the color of the walls. When Tyler and I moved into this house together, every single freaking wall was this dark green that is behind me. Kind of like the green that I have on my sweater. I like wearing the green, but I do not like it on my walls. So I recently just bought some paint that I want to paint it a little bit lighter color. I'm gonna kind of hush on what kind of color I want, mostly just because I think I'm gonna film a little bit of me. Oh my god, my voice is losing. But I want to film a little bit of me kind of painting the room, the color and what kind of paint I'm using for my reptile room, because I want it to be safe for my reptiles, low odor. And a second kind of update that I kind of want to do with my reptile room is I want to change up my cages a little bit. And I know you could probably like, Brianne, you just built Carlo a new cage. Well, I want to build him another one. So if you ever have that creativity bug, you might make something and then a month or two later you're like, oh my god, I could have made it 10 times better. Well, my idea for Carlo's cage is that I don't want to have it on my rack. So this is the rack that I have it on right now. I want to take his cage off of it and make him his own stand for his cage. And technically what I want to do is I want to move this rack system on my other wall here. It's now bare because I just sold my desk yesterday. Yay! Here, I'll actually kind of show you the other half of my room because you never see it because there was a huge ass desk in there and ooh, these shadows. All right. Oh, and it's so blurry. So anyways, yeah, I literally have this whole wall and then this wall right here that I don't really have anything planned for. Right now I just have like a little bookcase with all my crap on it and my crickets. And then, so this wall right here is primarily my reptile kind of wall. You see you have Cookie at the bottom there, so an extra cage. Carlo's cage with his drainage bin has right beside Carlo's cage. You have my crested gecko warlord, and if I can try to move it up again, it's kind of tripod's a little weird. Sorry for the kind of movements. And then I just have most of my supplies up on the very top there as well. Anyways, I want to move that all the way to the other side. And oh, it's light. I gotta find a happy medium, Brianne. Get it, girl. There we go. All right. Anyways, so my plan that I want to do with Carlo's cage is I actually want to build a corner stand for his cage. And I'll show you, I'll show you my blueprints. No one else has seen them except for you today, and maybe the rest of the world if this video is like 10 months old. But I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can kind of see it, I guess. So this is what I want my chameleon's cage to look like. Now, I'm kind of unsure of the exact measurements of what it's gonna be like, but ideally I want it to be 2 feet deep. So it'd be 2 feet by 2 feet. And then when it starts to come off of the wall a little bit, I wanna do a half a foot, and then to make a door, it's gonna come kind of like I guess like a diamond to make a door there. And then ideally what I want to do is I want to have a drywall and I want to have a plant wall. The drywall I want to have, just because actually if you haven't done any research on veiled chameleons or Yemen chameleons, Yemen's actually quite dry. So they're actually a special kind of chameleon that prefers the drier weather over the more humid weather like panther chameleons do because they live in an actual jungle. But anyways, so I want to have a drier plant wall where it's not gonna be, it's gonna have plants that they don't need as much water. And then on the other wall, this wall right here, I want it to be kind of have like a more humid plant wall. So in case Carlo wants to go between sides, he'll be able to do that. And the fun thing about this cage is, I guess this measurement's a little bit iffy on how tall I want the cage to be, but technically I want it probably maybe about 1.5 foot from the ceiling, just so that I can safely put Carlo's plants up there. And how I've kind of measured it out, it's gonna be about 4 to 5 feet, anywhere between there. I don't know yet because I haven't really made the cage, so I can't really tell you the exact measurements that I want over there. But anyways, yeah, so I want to have that. There's going to be enough room for his UVB on the very back, his basking on the very front, so we can see Carlo bask. And then I want to keep that dripper on there because it's always good to have a dripper for your chameleon if in the day you want that water kind of for him to drink or her to drink. And then at the bottom here, I kind of want to make a custom drainage pan where I'm going to keep it particularly bare. So it's just an easier cleanup. I'm not gonna have any substrate on it whatsoever. However, I am gonna have a drain there, and then this little bottom part right here, it's kind of hard to see, I kind of want to make into like a storage compartment. And then I'm unsure if, I need it big enough to fit a bucket, 2 buckets underneath there at least, just so that we can have a bucket for drainage and then a bucket for his water reservoir. But I think I might keep the water reservoir outside of the cage for now, more so because if I do plan to get more chameleons in the future, that it's not all gonna be under Carlo's cage, that it'll be underneath one of my other chameleons' cages if I do get one, and then it'll kind of trickle like an add a system, misking system, blah, blah, blah. So another thing that I wanna do to my reptile room after it's all painted and everything, is I also do wanna change out Warlord's cage. Now, Warlord right now, I believe is in, I think it's a 15 liter or gallon tank that I kind of made into his own little nice area over there. Ideally what I wanna do with all my reptiles is I kind of want to transition to more bioactive, more live plants in their enclosure, just because I do want to try to mimic what is presented for them in the wild for them in their cages here at home, so that they can live a nice and long happy life. But ideally this paper is a little bit more crinkled. It might be hard to see. It's a little bit more simple because I'm going to be doing an 18 by 18 by 24 cage, probably for Warlord bioactive. And I'm just getting like so many good Pinterest inspirations for this. I'm like, I'm just going to do it. I already have the hydro balls on their way. I ordered them off of Amazon. Anyways, as for Cookie, right there, Cookie's cage, I will probably transition her into a more bioactive enclosure once I'm finished. Oh, the lighting is going in and out. Once I finish doing Carlo's cage and then Warlord's cage over there, just because these two deserve a better, oh, not better, but an upgrade before Cookie does, because Cookie just got her cage. Anyways guys, I hope you liked this video of mine. Please subscribe below and like this video if you want more on my reptile room. I'm eventually gonna do a kind of like a low-key reptile room, kind of more of a tour where you get to see each and every one of my reptiles and their cages and what kind of their cages entitles. But right now, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what I'm currently wanting to do with all of my reptiles in my room. It's probably gonna take a little long for me to do everything and make everything as close to my vision as possible, mostly just because painting takes time, creating new cages takes time, but I am going to keep you guys updated, so please subscribe below if you do want to see any of those updates I did talk about in this video. Comment below if you have any cool ideas what to put in your reptile room, just because when I got rid of this desk, it kind of opened up like so many possibilities for me to kind of mix around and create what I really want for Carlo, Warlord, and Cookie. Anyways, until next time, bye.